Good morning, students. Sai Ram. Let us continue with informal letter part 3. We are going to see another example of informal letter in today's video. So let us begin. Now, what are letters? We will just take a quick recap and we will revise and we will try to recollect what we had seen about informal letters. Now, letters are way of expressing our feelings and thoughts to our dear and loved ones. So, what are letters? We express our feelings, we express our emotions, whatever we feel, we write down in the form of words, and those are called letters. Some letters are also written to ask permission or to sort a problem. So letters are written for various purpose. It can be for asking permission. It can be to sort a problem, means to solve a problem too. So there are two types of letters. First one is formal letter and the second one is informal letter. Formal letter, we will learn about it later. In today's video, we are going to learn about informal letter. And informal letters are written to our dear and loved ones, like our relatives, our friends, those who are near to us. They are called close and dear ones, and to them informal letters are written. So letters written to family, friends and relatives are known as informal letters. As I told you, if you write a letter to your friend, if you want to invite him for your birthday party, or you want to thank him for something, or you want to write it to your brother or sister who is staying far away from you, or to your uncle, aunt, grandparents, they all include, they are our dear and loved ones, and for them we write informal letter. Okay. Now, informal letters are mainly used for personal communication. Personal means if you want to ask about their health, if you want to, ask, if you want to just express your emotions, if you just want to express your feelings, if you are happy, you want to share your joys, or you want to share your happiness with them. So you write whatever you feel in your heart and you just express it down in the form of words, and it is a letter is ready, and those are called as informal letters. So those are personal communication. As in olden days, children, mobile phones, internet facilities were not available. Letters were the only means of communicating with each other. So informal letters are mainly used for what? They are used for personal communication. Now, it can be written as per writer's wish. Yes, writer means the one who is writing the letter is known as writer. So, informal letters are written as per writer's wish. Whatever you feel, you just write it down. You just express whatever you feel in the form of words. So, it is as per your wish. The one who is writing the letter is known as the writer. So there are no hard and fast rule. There are no restrictions of no, don't use this, don't use these words, don't use this. Whatever you feel, you just write it down. Okay. And this is the best part of letters, because you don't have to restrict yourself. You don't have to think about too much. You just have to write it down. Is that clear? Now, format of informal letter. Children, this is a very important part. If you, once you go through the format and you keep in mind the format of writing an informal letter, you will be able to write it very easily. See the first one, sender's address. Now, informal letter or any letters have to follow a certain format while writing, so that they look like a letter. So if you follow these rules, if you follow the format, then you can write a very good letter. So first one is sender's address, means the one who is writing the letter, that his or her address will be first. Okay, then follows with date. Down, the date on which you have written the letter, that is mentioned. So first goes the date. Date is written in also one of the format. I'll show you the example when we go through. Third is salutation. You are wishing that, you are saying that dear, your sister's name or your brother's name, so you are using the word dear. Okay. Fourth one is introduction paragraph, where you have to mention, where you will ask the health of that person, and then you will mention the reason of writing the letter. That is your introduction paragraph. So again, it is of 4 to 5 lines, not more than that. Then comes your body of the letter. Here you will write in detail whatever you want to express. The reason for why you have written the letter, everything you will write it in detail. And next part is conclusion, where you will end the letter by saying goodbye and then take care. That is the conclusion part. And the last one is complimentary closure, where you will write yours lovingly and then you're going to write XYZ. You're not going to mention the name, because the one who is reading the letter already knows who has written the letter. So no need to write your name there. You will just write XYZ in capital letters, or you are going to write ABC in capital letters, whatever you want to write, but don't write your name there. Okay. Now see one example of letter. Write a letter to your brother wishing him good luck for his board exams. So your cousin brother or your brother, any of your cousin, he is appearing for 10th standard board exam, and 10th standard or 12th standard, it is known as board. So you are writing a letter for wishing him all the best. You are giving him luck, good luck. So you have to write a letter regarding it. Okay, so I am reading the question again. Listen to me carefully. Write a letter to your brother wishing him good luck for his board exams. So your brother is appearing for board exams and you have written this letter for wishing him good luck. Okay. Now look at the format in which way I have written the letter. See, the first 3 lines which you can see in black is the address part. Okay, that is the sender's address. So here I have written the letter, so I have mentioned address. Now children, it is not compulsory that you write your real address. Okay, you form an address of your own with easy words where you will not make spelling mistakes. Okay, and you will write the letter without leaving lines in between. Now see the first 3. 212 Ganesh Nivas, Surya Lane, Thane West, and 400604. That is the pin code of the area. So children, very important that you have to write the city's name, that I have written Thane, and in which direction it is, east or west, and then you have to compulsory write the pin code. So don't forget to write the pin code. It is very compulsory. So you have to follow this format while writing your address. Okay, so address I have completed in 3 lines. Did you get that? Now see the next one. Next is the date. So on which day I have written the letter? See, I have mentioned the date first, that is 2nd. So it is 2, so I have written 2nd to an ND. Okay, then the name of the month will be in full form, not in short form. February I have written in full form. You will not write FEB and you will leave it. No, you will write the name of the month in full form, and then comma, and then write the year, that is 2020. So this is the format which you have to follow while writing the date as well as while writing your address. So your address completes in 3 lines with the pin code. Okay, don't forget the pin code. And then comes the date. See how I have written the date. That only format you have to follow while writing. And then comes the salutation part. That is my brother's name. Here I have mentioned Rohit. So dear Rohit. So this is called the salutation part. Did you get it? So we have completed 3 points of the format. We have completed sender's address, we have completed date, and we have completed the salutation part, that I have written dear Rohit. Now comes my first paragraph, that is introduction paragraph. As I told you, what I am going to mention here, I am going to ask about the health of my brother and his family members, and I am going to mention the reason of writing this letter. So we will start. How are you and all at home? So I am asking about him also. I am asking about the other family members. Okay, of his family members. I hope you are in the pink of your health. Pink of your health means, it means that you are in good health. I hope you are in good health. Okay, as we always say that health is wealth. So if you have good health, you can achieve many great things in life. So I hope you are in the pink of your health. That means I hope you are in good health. Okay, I have written this letter for wishing good luck for your board exams. So here I have mentioned my reason, that why I have written this letter. I have written this letter to wish good luck. Okay, Now comes the second para, that is the body of the letter. Here you are going to express your feelings, note everything, whatever you feel, whatever you want to ask, you are going to write in this paragraph. So this year's board exams are important for you as it is board, but I know that you are well prepared for your exams. Now we also, when you will go in 10th standard, your parents will always try, study hard. It is board exam, it is board exam. So here also I'm telling my brother that this year's exam, see, all the exams are important, but the board exams are very very important, okay, because all are waiting for your marks, all want to know how much percentage you have got. Everybody is eager and everybody is excited. So same way I have written that this year's exams are important for you. Why? Because it is board, but I know that you are well prepared for your exams. Write the papers neatly and finish it on time. So I am suggesting my brother, I am giving him one advice, that you write the papers neatly and you finish it on time, because we have time limit for every exam. So you should always take care that we should finish on time, okay, not more early than that, not late, but we should always finish the paper on time. And neatness in paper is also equally important. So I'm just giving him an advice, okay. Then eat healthy and nutritious food to keep you fresh and fit. Yes, avoid junk foods when you're appearing for exams, because junk food always make you fall sick, okay. You get stomach pains and then you fall ill, you're not fresh, and then you're not in a mood to study. So during exams you should take care that you should eat all the homemade foods, and especially you should eat fresh fruits more, salads more, soups more, so that you feel fresh and you feel energetic and active. So I'm also giving him an advice to eat healthy and nutritious food to keep you fresh and fit. Do not take more stress and be relaxed. Yes, many children are tense, they be stressed out, it is bored, I have to do. Be relaxed. If you have studied, you just need to revise it on time, and everything will be okay. So I'm telling my brother that you do not take more stress and be relaxed, okay. All the best for your exams, and as soon as, now see here, now I've changed the color, see, from all the best for your exams it is red. So that is my conclusion part. In the body of the letter I just gave him advice what I wanted to give him for his board exams, and then I'm coming to the conclusion part where I'm wishing him all the best for your exams, and as soon as you finish your exams, come at my place, we will have lot of fun. So I'm waiting for my brother to finish his exam so that he comes to my place and we play together, we watch movies, we watch cartoons, we go out and we eat lot of, we have lot of sweets. My mother is going to prepare lot of delicious dishes. So I am inviting my brother as soon as he finishes his exams to my place, so that we can play together, we can have fun together, okay. So here I finished my letter by telling everything whatever I wanted to tell him, and then comes the complimentary closure when I am writing yours lovingly, and then last line I am writing XYZ. Children, see, I have not mentioned my name here because, as I told you, the one who is reading the letter already knows who has written the letter. So you no need to write your name there. You just mention XYZ in capital letter. So did you get the format? In which way did I write the letter? I followed the 7 points of writing the letter, and I took that in mind, and I was very careful while writing the address. I was very careful while writing the date, and once you be thorough with the format, it will be very easy for you to write a letter. So have you understood what we have studied today in today's video? I hope you have understood, and I will tell you, I will advise you that practice by writing more and more letters of your choice. You can also practice this letter again by writing at home, and you can show it to your parents to check it out. Okay, so thank you for listening to me carefully. Take care. Goodbye.